The process of finding distribution for independent films could be a daunting task and maybe even a little bit scary. But with streamers beginning to dominate the industry, the experience is sure to be much more exciting while keeping producers at the edge of their seats. In this presentation, we are going to discuss how this has happened through a case study on Bad Hair. Bad Hair was created by Justin Simien, who also created Dear White People. It was produced by Oren Moverman under Sight Unseen, and it showcased in January of 2020 at Sundance.
I'll be fine. Clients swear this stuff is magic.
You can't bear to see yourself the way nature would have you. And you scoff at us and our superstitions. Well, those superstitions are in fact tributaries leading to rivers of truth about what you really are.
Bad Hair is a, horror, satire, camp mashup situation about a killer weave and a girl who gets one in 1989 and sort of the costs and the benefits that happen when such a thing transpires.
The budget of Bad Hair was reported to be at least $8.89 million, while they were able to secure $2.2 million in California state tax credit. Hulu purchased the film for around $8 million, likely also based on Simien's past success. This deal came after Hulu's acquisition of Palm Springs for $17.5 million and 69 cents to set the new record for the most money paid for an independent film.
Oh my God!
One of Simien's concerns about the deal was that he still wanted a theatrical release with support from Hulu. Hulu agreed and engaged Neon, a production and distribution company.
Simien and Hulu went beyond trying to scare up an audience with its marketing campaign. They were trying to make a cultural impact. The movie had its limited release in theaters on 10/16 and was made available on Hulu on 10/23, just in time for the Halloween season, which comes with a swarm of viewers looking to quench their thirst for bloody and/or spooky content. As part of the streaming service's seasonally themed Halloween, an immersive haunted drive-in premiere was set up at the Rose Bowl as part of a 4-night activation that took place throughout LA. For those outside the City of Angels, a virtual haunted house, the Screamlands, was engineered and included a Bad Hair hallway, giving the film a worldwide digital footprint. Simien has said that he made the film for Black women. Hulu's interest in the film was likely influenced by this social message and to drive this demographic to subscribe.
I feel like I owe a debt of gratitude to Black women, and I just felt like I felt like that was the system that sort of marginalizes and oppresses Black women, and sort of I didn't really want to moralize getting a weave or not. I wanted to sort of make something about like the system that sort of gives people just one or two choices in order to move ahead. I wanted to take that system to task, and I thought it'd be a really fun way to do that.
This became another major marketing strategy to reach potential subscribers in the Black community, including 90s nostalgia, complete with a former Destiny's Child member, and a cast that included Lena Waithe and Laverne Cox. Hulu engaged Allied Moxie to help promote the film. Moxie, a division of Allied Global Marketing, specializes in innovative campaigns that integrate publicity and promotions, as well as digital and grassroots outreach to the full diversity of African American consumers. The agency created mailer kits sent to 150 influencers and press to post on social media.
Bad Hair is a Hulu original film written and directed by Justin Simien from Dear White People. This movie is hilarious. This is so very cool. They're taking us back to the 90s, and we've got all these really great, cool things in here. Everything is by a minority-owned business,
such as 90s style press-on nails by She's Press Nails and hair clips by 3 Woke Girls. Other unique marketing ploys for the film included a poster for a fictional hair product with a pun cleverly woven in, as well as a music video for I Get It by Kelly Rowland and written by the director Simien. The story behind Bad Hair goes beyond hiding a strong social message in a campy 80s-style horror film. It also highlights some key changes in the distribution of independent films. Streaming companies, including some of the largest media and tech companies, are spending well above traditional buyers. In 2007, regarded as a peak of independent film prices before the Great Recession, no movie was acquired for more than $10 million. The biggest deal was $7 million for Son of Rambo.
In 2020, 4 films broke the $10 million ceiling. In addition to the new record set by Palm Springs, Uncle Frank was bought for $12 million by Amazon, Boys State was bought for $10 million with Apple serving as the key financier, and The Night House was bought for $12 million from Searchlight Pictures, the only non-streamer, although owned by Disney. Often for streamers, the purchase is more about the clout and media coverage of buying a film with buzz, hoping to lead to more subscriptions, rather than a purchase to drive profit at the box office. For traditional companies like Sony Picture Classics, A24, or Neon, they often have to team up with a streamer to purchase the movies with the top tier of buzz. These purchases are a real concern for theater owners because consumers have fewer options to see the films and there are fewer chances for a breakout. This also makes it harder for us to gauge the impact of these films, both culturally and financially, because of the lack of transparency streamers provide on the film's performance. Filmmakers foregoing the festival route can consider releasing their movie on a transaction video-on-demand service like Amazon, Apple, and Google Play. However, to do that, they must work with a film aggregator like Bitmax or FilmHub to meet the track record requirements set by those companies. For instance, Apple requires filmmakers to have 5 feature-length movies or documentaries released theatrically or 100 released direct-to-video to be able to upload directly by the filmmaker. The large paydays available put producers in a difficult situation. Independent films are often financed by selling international film rights. However, streamers want to own global rights to the films they buy, which means that producers have to weigh being passed on by streamers versus how they raise money when deciding on a budget or even whether to make the film. The fees of the film aggregators can be fixed or a portion of sales. However, marketing the film is on the filmmaker, leading to very different outcomes depending on the ability of the filmmaker to find the right audience for their film. For example, 1BR, produced by our very own Nick Izzy, premiered at Fantasia and debuted at AFM. The domestic rights were acquired by Dark Sky, an independent genre film production and distribution label, who initially planned for a simultaneous VOD and theatrical release strategy. Unfortunately, 1BR's theatrical release throughout 20 cities was thwarted by COVID, so its day and date was reduced to digital only via TVOD on Amazon and iTunes, with Amazon paying a premium for 90-day exclusivity before Netflix's lease period to become the exclusive SVOD platform was initiated. Rewind, which was taken to Amazon Prime through a non-monetary exclusive distribution agreement, was removed from the platform by Amazon's algorithms due to lack of views. However, The Hun, a movie set in World War I, was able to build 1.7 million views on YouTube and 30K plus on Amazon Prime, which paid the filmmaker based on those views. There is no doubt that streaming companies have, at least in the short term, raised prices for at least the best films coming out of major film festivals, but the impact of the middle and bottom tiers of independent movies is more uncertain as theatrical opportunities shrink. As always, independent filmmakers have to take on the responsibility to generate buzz ahead and during those film festivals, or be willing to find the audience on their own to generate a financial return on their films. Thanks for watching as we took a look into the life cycle of an indie film distributed by a streamer.